Hi everyone, it's a great day, and since it's the weekend, I thought I would do a family version, a special family version. So I got my hair and my pigtails, I'm channeling my inner little kid. So go ahead and grab your kids because we're gonna go to the zoo. And so this is a really fun one to do with your kids, or if you have kids that are grown and flown the nest, you can do it by yourself. And I won't tell anyone. But I've even made special excellent drawings so that you can see what a fabulous artist I am, and your kids can get inspired and they can draw their own pictures afterwards of all of the different animals that we learned about and did for our yoga class today. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're gonna start in our nice easy pose, which is our crisscross applesauce pose. Nice and crossed in those ankles. And we're gonna sit nice and tall. And we can just relax our hands on our knees. And we're gonna think about this beautiful zoo. And it's an awesome zoo. It's got all these animals just running around, all playing together. It's beautiful outside. As you walk in through those big open gates to the zoo, there's a beautiful garden filled with flowers. And so what are always in the flowers? There's bees. So we're gonna take a nice breath, nice and deep in your belly. Feel that belly grow and expand. And then we're all gonna be bees together. So the top of that inhale, then as we exhale, we're gonna buzz like a bee. And then inhale again and buzz like a bee. And how long can you go? How long can your little bee buzz? Inhale one more time. Oh my gosh. So that's our bee. Here's our little bee. And next, in our garden, what do you suppose there are with the bees in those beautiful flowers? We've probably got some beautiful butterflies. So we're all gonna be butterflies now. So you can take your heels and just kind of bring them out a little bit, or you can stay in your crisscross applesauce and just flap your wings. Just flap them. If you want to get a little more hip opener, adults, you can take those heels and just line them up towards the ground or towards that groin, coming in towards the center. And then just gently flap your wings. You're just holding gently onto the front foot. Nice and tall. We're still sitting really tall. Nice straight spine. Our hearts are reaching up high. And we're flapping our wings like those beautiful butterflies. Picture what color your butterfly is. Green, purple, orange, yellow, blue. It can be all of the colors mixed together. This is the zoo of everything. So any kind of colors on any of the animals you want. Just gently flapping our beautiful butterflies, and we're opening those hips while we do that. And then we had a lot of rain last night. So what do you suppose might also be in that garden? Maybe some snails. And so that little snail is our child's pose. So we're gonna take our toes together and spread our heels out, and then we're gonna sit our bottoms down right onto those heels. And then we're gonna lay down forward. Now adults, if you need to, you can take a pillow or blocks and just put those underneath your head and come down and just be nice and still like those little snails in the garden. They're just working their way slowly through. You can rock back and forth just gently. Imagine you're that little tiny snail. Just, you have your whole house on your back. And you're just moving through that beautiful garden. And have any padding under your knees or anything you need if your floor is hard. And be that little snail in that beautiful garden. And then we'll come back up. And next, we're going to enter into the gates and come into our zoo. And the first thing we see is that this zoo has everything. It is so fun. We have, you wouldn't believe it, cows and cats together. What? And so that's our cat and cow breath. So we're going to get into our hands and knees, and our hands are right underneath our shoulders, and just relax on the top of your feet. And here we're going to inhale, and we're going to be that cow. Our sitting bones are reaching up high. Our faces are reaching up high. And we're going to moo like the cow. Take a nice deep breath. And as we exhale, we're going to arch our backs up, and we're going to be that cat. And you can hiss, or you can be meow, meow, meow. And then inhale and moo, moo. And exhale and meow or hiss, stretching that middle of the back up. One more time. Moo and hiss. And we can even reach out, because these are all gentle animals. We can reach out our right arm, just stick it straight out there and pet the cow or the kitty. And if you need a little extra balance, you can take your left leg out behind you and just keep those toes on the floor. And you're reaching out to pet that kitty. Keep your belly button tucked in. And just reach out and try to pet that. Try to pet that cow, that soft, silly, soft-eyed cow. He's so gentle. Or that sweet kitty. And then, oh, wait, there's another one. Go with your other hand. Reach straight out. And just reach out and try to get that, try to touch and pet that sweet kitty or that sweet cow. Keep that belly button tucked. And that foot is straight behind you. And then come back in. And now we're going to walk on to the next thing. And look what we see. Puppies. So, this is our puppy. It's a little bit like our child, like our snail, except our toes, we're still on top of our toes. Our toes are tucked underneath, and our bottoms are coming back again, and our hands are stretching out, but our elbows aren't going to come down. We're going to just take our head down in between our arms and just wag your tail like that little puppy. And then we're going to press our bottoms up high, and we're going to come into that downward dog, because guess what? There's dogs. So now we're the dog. And you can wag that tail, you can walk that dog, one heel down, the other heel down. Our ears are back between our arms. Our whole fingers are working into the mat. We're pressing those heels down. And we're those little puppy, or we're the dogs now. This is the puppy. When we come down, and when we grow up big and tall, then we're those dogs. And you can come back and forth. Oh, look, there's a puppy. Oh, wait. Now there's a mama dog or a daddy dog. And then, what do you think is next? Well, this one is fun for the kids. Good luck, parents. It's pretty exhausting. Horses. So we're in that dog. We're back in our dog. What do horses like to do? They like to gallop. So just start running. We're running. We're running. We're running. And like I said, adults are like, oh, kill me now. But little kids, they'll do it for hours. Get them all worn out for bedtime. So we can even do a little more. And running and galloping. And modify if you're an adult. Or don't, just have fun. Next, we have little frogs. So for our frogs, we're gonna come into a nice deep squat. Spread your legs out, sink those bottoms down, and imagine you're that frog. And oh, it's dinner time, so guess what? I need a fly. I see a fly going by. Stretch your tongue out. Really stretch it all the way out like you're gonna catch that fly. And then what else do frogs like to do? They like to jump, so you can jump everywhere. Go in circles, go around the house, burn off all that energy from being inside all the time, and bounce around as much as you like. And then, once you're thoroughly exhausted from the bouncing, we'll do a little balance work. So we're gonna work on our flamingos. They're so pretty. So take that nice stance, and then we're gonna be that flamingo. So just pick up one foot. So I'm gonna pick up that left foot. And you know how those flamingos kind of stick their little knee out to the side there? Or you can do it this way. But we're just standing there, being those little flamingos. You can open up your wings, put your hands on your hips and bend those wings. Hold on, be nice and steady. Imagine your pretty pink feathers, your long legs. And then let's be a flamingo on the other side. So stand on the other foot, and this time we're gonna pick up the right and take it in. And we're not pressing it against our knee. Keep it down underneath your knee. If you're really brave, you can bring it all the way up high. Really press your foot against your opposite leg and be that flamingo. Nice and tall, and see those wings out, those pretty pink wings. We're getting that beautiful balance too. Those are such pretty birds. And release. And guess what else? Now we're turning the corner at the zoo, and we see a gorilla. Forgive my drawing, I'm no artiste. It's a gorilla. And so we're gonna stand with our feet nice and wide and that nice flat feet, and then we're gonna bend at the waist, and we're gonna sway back and forth like a gorilla with our knuckles dragging on the ground. Maybe he's looking for some fresh berries, because gorillas are vegetarians. They like their vegetables and their fruits. Sway back and forth. Our feet are wide so we can stand nice and strong. And we're just swaying back and forth. Let your whole head just hang down. And we're nice and relaxed. And then we're gonna turn another corner in our awesome zoo. And guess what we see? Oh, a snake. So we're gonna get down onto our bellies, just like snakes. And get your forehead right against the floor. And take that nice breath as a snake. You're slithering through the grass. You can be whatever color you want. And take your hands back by your shoulders. And then we're gonna inhale. We're gonna rise up like snakes. And then, as we go down, we're gonna hiss like snakes, and we're gonna sway back and forth. Right back down onto your forehead. And then inhale, rising up like those cobras in the baskets when they play the flutes. And then back down. One more time. Inhale and And just relax. You can bring your arms back and just flop there for a second and be that nice still snake in the grass. And then, finally, we come around the corner and look what we see, the most adorable little baby monkey. Look, he's got his little bottle. So this is gonna be our little happy baby. So we're gonna come onto our backs and that little baby monkey like he would be if he was gonna have his bottle before his nap. And he's gonna play with his toes, because babies like to play with their toes. They like to rock back and forth. So you can take your 2 fingers and grab each of your big toes, and then you can just bring your feet up towards the sky, and your knees are kind of in by your armpits, and you can just rock back and forth on your back with your fingers over your toes like that little happy baby monkey. And this is our happy baby. And then when we're really nice and relaxed, then we can come down and we can lie really still. Just lying down in the grass at this beautiful zoo. There's a big open field. And we can think about all those beautiful animals that we saw today. And you can lay there and you can close your eyes and you can make those animals any color you want. And you can go back through the zoo and you can visit your favorite animals and you can show your mom and dad which ones were your favorite. And you can remember them and you can draw your own pictures of them to help you remember what they were. All the different poses that you did with the different animals. And just breathe in and think of this beautiful zoo. And you can come and you can visit the zoo whenever you like. And as we walk backwards out of our zoo, we're gonna see all of those awesome animals that we saw. That baby monkey, and that hissing snake, and that gorilla, and that pretty pink balancing flamingo, and that hippity hoppity frog, and our galloping horse. And then we had our dog and our puppy. We had them both. And then we had our cows and our cats that meowed and hissed or mooed. And then we had our little snails, nice and still and small with their little shells. And then as we walk outside the gates, there's our flower garden with our beautiful butterflies flapping our wings and our buzzing happy bees. And you can visit this garden and this zoo anytime you want. And that goes for adults too. Have a gorgeous day. Namaste.